This is the GIS Evening Report for Thursday, March 21st, 2024. I am Rikisha St. Louis. In the headlines, Youth in Agriculture project launched in St. David. We'll have details to this story and more after the break.
Attention all poultry farmers. The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources extends an invitation to participate in a series of consultations regarding the 2023 revised National Poultry Policy and Work Program. Sessions will be held at the following venues, starting at 5 p.m. March 19, Guav Fish Market Conference Room, St. John. March 20th, Deluxe Cinema, Grenville, St. Andrew. March 21st, The Canal Bailey's Backlit, St. David. March 26th, T.A. Marichaud Community College Campus, St. Patrick. A national consultation will also be held on April 3rd at the Grenada National Stadium for stakeholders such as hoteliers, restaurateurs, importers, policymakers, financiers, and supermarket owners. Your input is vital in shaping the final policy. Attend and participate to ensure a successful national poultry policy which will benefit everyone.
Welcome back. Government's continued support for the development of the agricultural sector was highlighted on Thursday during the official opening of the Young Entrepreneurs, Farmers and Fishers in Agriculture and Agribusiness Project Office. It is located in Lassages, St. David. The Youth in Agriculture program is funded by the CARICOM Development Fund at a cost of over $1.3 million US. Prime Minister and Parliamentary Representative for St. David, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, in his remarks encouraged Grenada's youthful population to embrace agriculture.
I've never been unemployed in my life. And I've never been unemployed because as a youth, there was always employment in agriculture. So when I grew up going to the estates or to the farms with my grandmother. When I became a teenager and I wanted to dress nicely, I knew I would not get any money from any parent or family. If you wanted to be fancy, I had to go up to the mountains, pick up the nutmegs, clean the nutmegs, separate the maize, put the nutmegs in the bags, and take it to the nutmeg pool in Tbayed in St. David. The point I was making is that I was doing this even when I was in Presentation Brothers College. And even after leaving Presentation Brothers College. Because agriculture provided a ready means of earning a living, a ready means of income. And it is still the case today. But our education system has not really placed emphasis or sufficient emphasis on agriculture and ensuring that our youth have the skill sets, the mindset, and I'm saying mindset here, to see agriculture as an attractive career, as an attractive business. And so this Youth in Agriculture initiative and the opening of this project office this morning marks what we believe is a significant pilot project that should become the norm, not just in Grenada, but throughout our CARICOM member states where we are struggling with ensuring that we can get young people involved in the agriculture sector. And when I say involved in the agriculture sector, I don't mean simply as a farmer. Agriculture to a large extent produces our food, and there are many aspects to that. From the actual growing of the food, to the reaping of the food, to the sorting, to the preservation, to the packaging, to the transportation and shipping of the foods, to actually getting the food to a place where we can eat it. And so there are significant career opportunities in agriculture, and Mr. Bagwan made reference to several of these. And so it is absolutely vital for us as a country to support, in a very graphic way, the lowering of the average age of persons who work in the agricultural sector. If we don't do that, there will be no agriculture 25 years from now. And so it is perhaps quite fitting that we have a CARICOM created institution and an institution funded by CARICOM with us this morning, playing the lead role in ensuring that this initiative takes off the ground.
Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Isaac Bagwan, reiterated the ministry's mandate in driving the agricultural sector forward, inclusive of adequate focus on youth involvement.
This Young Entrepreneurs, Farmers, Fishers in Agriculture and agribusiness project represents new hope and new opportunities for all our young persons. We have heard it said before that the average age of the farmer is over 45 years. It would also help build young people to make sure that they take their business ideas from just a thought into an actual project, and that support will be provided by the GIDC. Very often, we say that the young people do not know what they want, but this project, in a sense, is helping these young persons, that targeted group, to take that idea and to actually develop it into a business plan that they themselves could go with into GDB to be able to get the funds to be able to start the business. This project would also provide training to 50 of our agricultural extension officers so that they could in turn assist our farmers in good farming practices so that they in turn could be able to provide the kind of technical and practical support so that again our farmers would be so informed. Agriculture is an honorable career. It is have huge opportunities. We have to change the mindset as how we perceive farmers because we really have good career opportunities and path, in the area of agriculture. And again, I'm sounding a call to, again, our young persons that we need researchers and we need scientists and we need the soil specialists and we need the marketing persons and we need the persons to play the middle role and we need the data analysis and the persons who will be able to bring that information together to be able to make sure that we consolidate this support.
CEO of the CARICOM Development Fund, Rodinel Suma, applauded the partners working on the development and execution of the Youth in Agriculture project, including the Grenada Development Bank, the GIDC, and the extensive research and guidance provided by the Chinese mission in Grenada.
But this is a scalable initiative. And once the skills upgrading and finance components of this project are successfully operationalized, the CDF is committed to mobilizing additional resources through partnerships to enable the initiative to be scaled up in respect of the volumes of marketable produce and products, the types of technologies applied, and the number of beneficiaries subject to demand. Indeed, our intention is to draw on the successes and lessons learned from this project and from an earlier intervention that we did in St. Lucia of a similar nature to develop and roll out a regional youth in agriculture initiative. So for all of these reasons, we are very pleased as the CARICOM Development Fund to be present at the opening of the project office for the Youth Agriculture Project in Grenada, which will, among other things, act as a one-stop agency for youth wishing to learn about and participate in this initiative.
The Youth in Agriculture program will provide grant loans to over 100 young persons between the ages of 16 and 35 and vocational skills training for over 200 participants. Project coordinator is Cindy Lewis.
It is our hope that this project, we would empower our youths with skills, training, and financial aid to become entrepreneurs and to sustain their businesses. In turn, there will be an increase in the agriculture production, which will contribute to our food security and sustainability of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Thursday's ceremony included the handing over of shade houses to the project coordinator of the Youth in Agriculture program and Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell. Grenada has made official a commitment to enhance regional investment migration with the signing on Wednesday of a Memorandum of Understanding. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell said Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica and St. Kitts and Nevis have also signed the MOU, which seeks to establish regional benchmarks to collectively improve investment migration. He made the announcement at Wednesday's ceremony to rebrand the Citizenship by Investment program to the Investment Migration Agency. Prime Minister Mitchell said under the new arrangement, there will be increased monitoring of the individual migration programs to ensure every benefit can be enjoyed.
It will also seek to establish a regional mechanism or entity for the monitoring and, if necessary, auditing of and regulating of our various investment migration programs. It also seeks to establish a minimum investment amount across all territories and for there to be unanimous agreement for any further changes. The minimum amount in this context is meant to be increased, not decreased from the various minimum amounts that apply across the region. In the context of Grenada, there should not be any major adjustment once we proceed to implementing this. So I'm simply highlighting that not only from a domestic front are we keen to make sure that we can protect, defend, and grow the investment migration industry, but also at a regional and international level.
This is the GIS Evening Report. When we return, successful staging of the annual Carib Wave exercise in Grenada.
Boyo, they gonna fly with kite now. The wind picking up. I'm coming. Karim, what you doing? Fly my kite. Yeah, but not here. You can't fly kite near power lines, boy. Why not? The wind good. Because mommy say, kite threads conduct electricity.
GreenLink, energizing our Grenada.
Welcome back. Sandals, Grenada and the T.A. Marisho Community College have successfully carried out their tsunami preparedness exercises. Carib Wave is an annual tsunami exercise conducted by the Intergovernmental Coordination Group for Tsunamis and Other Coastal Hazards in the Caribbean and adjacent regions. The annual exercise began in 2011, allowing teams to determine tsunami preparedness if it were to occur. Ruth Roberts, Public Relations Officer at the National Disaster Management Agency, said evacuation and communication strategies are the focal areas for this year's exercise.
In terms of the Carib Wave exercise for 2024, we are testing two components. One, evacuation and communication. So we are evacuating, partial evacuation at Sandals. We have full evacuation at the T.A. Marisho Community College. And then for communication, it means that they will receive the message and will be evaluated as to how quickly the message got to the rest of their constituents. So we have the Ministry of Finance, we have the Grenada Port Authority and the Grenada Airport Authority. And the reason why we chose those entities is because they are along the inundation zone, meaning that they are in areas where, should in case a tsunami come, they will be most likely affected. So the idea is to test the plan to see what the resort, in this case, has in terms of its plans for tsunami. And we saw that the Sandals team were very much prepared.
Sandals management staff and guests participated in the 2024 exercise.
The experience was a refresher cover, so to say, because I spent previous years of my youth being a part of Youth Emergency Action Committee, working along closely with NADMA. So it was easy for me to relay what I knew to my team members in terms of executing the drill effectively and efficiently. I must say that there was a couple things that was, little hiccups here and there, but the experience was a wonderful experience.
I thought it was great. We had the notice in our room about it, and I told my wife and our friends, I said, we need to take this serious. And I really appreciate that, Sandals cooperating with this and with your government doing this. I mean, it's a serious thing. I mean, we know what happened in Thailand whenever they had the tsunami and people weren't prepared. So it's good to be prepared doing this.
A team was also at the T.A. Marisho Community College, where the students were moved to higher grounds at Archibald Avenue. Chief Evaluator for the Carib Wave, Sylvan McIntyre, believes TAMCC's evacuation process was executed well.
There is no failed exercise, and so any exercise is expected to bring out the reality as to what exists. What you can do is to work from the things that are not so good, and those that are good, you can make them better. There were some things that were definitely identified. The absence of certain procedure, protocol, plan, and certain processes that went on. These were some of the things that were actually identified. But in essence, I want to really congratulate the college for taking up the initiative to be part of the exercise. That's how you become better. That's how you become good at what should be done, understanding where you should be. And I think TAMCC would be in a better place, a different place the next time around, or if a real situation does occur, TAMCC will be definitely on board.
Students at TAMCC shared their experience and even made some recommendations for future exercises.
This morning the exercise was a little bit tedious, I would say. I would say that it took too long for everybody to get to the muster point, and that is a bad thing, a very bad thing, because everybody needs to move quickly and fastly if we want everybody to be safe.
So what's one thing you think we can improve on?
First of all, like the alarm sound. Like I think the alarm sound should have been like louder so that everybody could have feel more alarmed, I would say. And by doing that, everybody would have a sense of urgency more to move faster.
I think it was a great collaboration with NADMA and TAMCC, along with the faculty, students, everyone else involved, the fire department. I think they did a great execution of it. It gives a great sense of direction as to where we should move to, how our pace as to how fast we should move, and what we should listen for in these certain emergencies.
Grenada is among 15 CDMA states that have registered for participation. Coach of the South City Rising Stars, Lee Coffey, has been selected as one of the coaches who will prepare selected athletes for the 51st Carriacou Games here next weekend. He welcomes the opportunity and believes he has the ability to help the athletes to perform at their best.
It's a very good feeling. It's always good to serve in the capacity of your country, and being the selected coach to lead, I won't say lead, but be one of the coach for the sprints department or the 2024 Carriacou team, it's a very remarkable feeling. Now, my expectations, I expect the athletes to go there, first and foremost, to represent themselves and the family, and also the country with pride and dignity. The athletes have prepared immensely over the past few months to reach to that level. And my expectations is for them to go there, get personal best with the possibilities of earning medals for Team Grenada.
Sharing ideas and experiences with other coaches to ensure that the athletes perform at their best is one that Coffey says he is looking forward to. Samuel Green and Tagon Peterkin are two of the athletes who were selected for the 2024 Carriacou team.
It feels ecstatic, ineffable. I put in a lot of work to be here. I'm very excited for the experience, being in my second Carriacou team. I hope to go out there and perform well, bring back a medal for my country.
This is my second time at the Carriacou Games. I'm very excited and honored to represent the team again. Last year, I got 2 medals, silver for the 4x4 mix and the 4x4 open boys.
What would you say was your takeaway from last year that made you come back and maybe train even harder to be a part of the team again?
Just the traveling, seeing other countries, watching other athletes compete. Seeing certain athletes on YouTube, you watch them, and then to compete with them in real life, seeing them around the corner, seeing how they take the turns, just motivated me to come back even stronger, even try to beat them.
We take our final break, and when we come back, we will look at activities held to observe World Oral Health Day.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
I am a VIP. I am vaccinated. I am immunized. I am protected. Our children and nation depend on vaccination for immunization. Childhood vaccination is national priority. It is their protection from disease and sicknesses. Let's all be VIPs and safeguard our beautiful Grenada. I am DJ Blackstorm and I am a VIP health champion. Be a VIP like me.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Welcome back. In our final story for today, World Oral Health Day was commemorated on Wednesday with a grand celebration led by the Dental Department of the Ministry of Health. Blossom Alexis Welsh has more in this report.
The annual celebration of World Oral Health Day promotes worldwide awareness of the issues around oral health and the importance of oral hygiene throughout life stages. In addition, the day offers the dental and oral health community a platform to take action and help reduce the overall disease burden. Minister of Health Honorable Philip Telesford says the main objective of World Oral Health Day is for members of the public to continuously recognize the impact and importance of oral health on their physical, mental and spiritual well-being.
As we say, oral health is the beginning of good health because the rest of our body
basically respond to what enters the mouth. So it's very important on one hand, and on the other hand, oral hygiene, brushing regularly 2 to 3 times per day is very important to alleviate the buildup of cavities, especially for our young children, because if they lose it in the early stages of their lives, it means that they have to maybe get dentures or some other fix to be able to have good dental at the end of it. So we want to encourage our young ones, we want to encourage our parents to help our young ones to brush properly, because not just brushing, but brushing properly is extremely important also. So regular brushing and proper brushing in the right ways will help to have strong oral hygiene, a proper oral hygiene throughout the course of one's life.
Local officials are also highlighting the link between oral health and nutrition, diabetes and other chronic diseases, and how they are all connected to the mouth, which is a gateway to health and wellness. Acting Senior Dental Surgeon in the Ministry, Dr. Festina Hamlet, explains this year's theme, Happy Mouth is a Happy Body.
It simply means that our mouth, or the intake of anything in our mouth, is related to our body. And it tells us, gives us the general overall health of our being. So today we're doing dental consultation and examination, where we're going to be seeing civil servants, telling them, giving them referrals if they need a filling, if they need a cleaning, whatever, anything when it comes to oral health education. So today we want everybody to know that, as the theme says, a happy mouth is a happy body, and this is what is going to keep us smiling for the rest of our lives.
She reiterates that these public awareness activities help to bolster support for improved oral health at all levels. Reporting for the Ministries of Health, Mental Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, I am Blossom Alexis Welsh. Thank you, Blossom. That report just ended the GIS Evening Report for today. Let's recap the top story. Youth in Agriculture project launched in St. David. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis.